Hi folks, I'm Robert and you're watching Backyard Bodyworks. In this series, or this part of the video, me, my son, my wife are putting up the end trusses as well as a few of the other trusses that go along the top of the wall. And it was at this time that I took advantage of my son being home from school that we decided to just go ahead and do this. And what we did was I tied a string from pinnacle to pinnacle so that when we put the trusses up, we could align the trusses with that string to make sure that they were in line so that the roof would be even. Another thing that we were having to deal with was the fact that it had been raining and things were wet. The roof ties went in fairly easily. There wasn't too much trouble getting the ties into the top plate, as that's what they were designed for. What we decided to do was to put some of the trusses up, and once the first two or three were in line, we decided to, while my son was available, to just put the trusses up on top of the wall and lay them down so that the next day we could just flip them up and nail them into place. It was good having the extra help, especially since my wife could not lift the trusses. Sean did an excellent job of putting them into place and helping me and stabilizing while my wife made sure that the trusses were lined up with the string. We had a pretty good construction line going where my son was taking care of the trusses while Cheryl and I were putting them up on top of the walls. I aligned the first three trusses and used my level to make sure that they were upright and used the string to make sure the points were in line. We were concerned with not being able to put these up by ourselves, and it was good that my son was available to help us move these. Otherwise, I don't think we would have been able to put the rafters in the position that they are in now. It is at this point that we are starting to put the trusses up and laying them flat so that we will be able to put them up tomorrow or the next day. Alright guys, we got 3 trusses up today, and we got the rest of them up on top of the walls so that tomorrow we can just flip them up and nail them into place. Looks good. I'm really happy with the way it looks. The furring on the outside looks good, just like it should, according to the plans that we have. The 6-inch overhang looks good. I am really pleased with the way that it looks. So we will continue with this tomorrow. Y'all have a good night, and stay tuned for the next video.